Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. I am Old Man 102. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the new Forex map build in Giants Editor. So the last time I recorded was December the 26th, 2025. Today is February the 28th, 2026. It's been a long couple of months of just putting fields in. I'll just give you a little bit of a sneak preview on what some of the fields are going to look like. The only square fields we're going to have are rice fields, and they're not quite in the game yet. So I have a little area back here at the edge of the map next to some of the fields. I'm going to throw down, I'm going to leave it like a little, we're going to put a silo here, maybe two sheds here, and then just leave it open for you to put placeables down. So let's go File, let's go Import, let's go Map, Placeables. I have it under Main Farm, and it is going to be the farm silo. Should be the smaller one because we have a really large one. It is. We have a really large one on the main farm. Let's pull it over here. So just a secondary little silo staging area for you to use back here. Alright, let me slow my speed down a little bit. Hold on, I'm up to like 119. I was zooming around the map. Spent a couple hours working on the map border yesterday. That should be good. I'm going to keep it square to the world. We'll get all the goodies in, textures in here in a minute. So let's go to... Let me open up another folder. I'm going to open up My Games, Mods. I'm going to open up the mountain map, and we're going to go into the Placeables folder, and I'm going to grab this line from the farm silo. We're going to throw it into the Placeables. And I'm going to stick it right in here above the other one because I want to see. Yeah, so we're going to have to rename this. So we're going to go farm silo. If I can spell. So we're going to go farm silo secondary old man. Let's just go 010101 just to give it a unique. Are we going to buy it with a farmland? Sure. So now we just need to change its position and its rotation. So let's grab this figure. The height is going to be 25. And then we will grab this position, and its rotation is going to be 0, 0, 0. And we will save that. Now the other thing we're going to need, let's just make it easier. I'm just going to pick it out of here. Let's go store. I'm going to need main farm, farm silo. Would have been like one of the first things I put on. Well, we'll grab farm silo 2. Actually, I think that's what the XML may be named. Let's see. Let's go back and look at the XML. Hang on, before I copy that. Let's go into the swamp map, placeables, main farm, and it is actually farm silo 2. Okay. So we shall come back in here and we shall grab farm silo 2. And we need to go to this mod description for the swamp map, main farm, because we're using farm silo, so perfect. So this will be farm silo 2. And then we also need to put it in the store folder, which I don't think I have open. Does not look like it. So swamp map, config, store items. Oh, it's way on the end. Okay. Map. Okay, this. Why do you not look right? Map config store items. I did not wipe this out. That's going to be a problem. I thought I had a store items already started for the swamp map. That's going to become a major problem now, because I'm going to have to put all this on the store items page. Make sure there's no second store item one in here. No. Maps, yeah, I've completely messed that up. I've never fixed the store items. I'm surprised it didn't throw any errors, because we don't have any of this. Or is it map EU? No, it's not map EU. Yeah, this is definitely not my file. Now I'm going to need to Stecco. Yeah, okay, so I see what I did. I started Mayan down here, but I never wiped any of this out. So all of this, I'm just going to turn it. Now let's just, do I want to turn it off, or do I want to wipe it out? Let me wipe it out. None of this is mine. So let's save that. We have to leave the paintable meadow in. All the deco stones and deco bushes and stuff stay. The trees will stay because it's reading those. And then here are my XMLs. And then all of that's turned off yet. Alright. So we're going to grab, where is map main farm? We're going to throw main farm silo 2 in here. That's why it's not throwing errors. I had them in here, I just never turned the old ones off. Because this is Reaches Swap map placeables main farm silo 2, map placeables main farm farm silo i3D. So everything should be in XML wise. And the other thing I want to bring in, I'm going to go file import, but I want to go map. We're going to go into the remove. I have easy shed 1 because we will not need to keep this i3D in the map. Let's put 1. Yeah, kind of here. And then we'll throw, just duplicate that. We'll throw a second one. Let's go minus 90. Throw a second one back here. This way, if you want to set up a secondary farm back here for these fields, because it's a good bit of ways from the main farm. Right at the edge of the map. The main farm is way up there. Now we're already using a few easy shed. let me close some of the stuff I don't need open. Alright, so I don't need to store open from you are the mountain map. I'm going to close that so I don't accidentally make any changes to it. You are the mountain map. We're going to close that. Water windmill I will not need for now. Farm silo, this is the swamp map. That's the main farm silo, and that's the farm silo 2, the one we just put down. What's it asking me for? No. Why does it want to make a change? Farm silo 2, what did it want to change? Placeables, main farm, farm silo 2. Oh, up here. I know what I wanted to change. I don't want it to be the farm silo. We're going to call it a secondary silo. So I wanted to change the name of it. I didn't. I just never saved it. All right. So it's still map placeables, main farm silo I3D. So everything is reading correctly. So now we need to go back into. So we already have. Do we have easy? We have easy shed 1. And there's probably one on the main farm already. Or am I not using one on the main farm? So we have an easy shed 3 on the main farm. I do not have an easy shed 1 on the main farm. So we're probably not using one yet. Where's the mod description? Main farm. Farmhouse, doghouse, farm silo, silo 2, garage, awning, hangar, storage tunnels, fuel tank. So we're not using easy shed. Why do I not see easy shed 3 here though? We may have to go in game and look at the main farm. It's okay, we are using easy shed 3. So I'm not using easy shed 1 yet, which is good. So let's grab this. We'll make it easy shed 1. We will save that. Easy shed 1 is referring to easy shed 1 I3D. So that's what we have in here currently. But we're going to have to do easy shed 1 and then easy shed 1A, because each one that spawns in has to be unique. So our mod description now has easy shed. So let's copy that. We'll go to store items, and then under easy shed 3 we will throw easy shed 1, and then under placeables we should have an easy shed 3 under main farm somewhere. Here's easy shed 3. Let's create a space underneath that one. Oh, it's not where I wanted this space. Easy shed 3. We will copy that. We will go easy shed 1, and then it has to have a unique ID. And we will save that, and then we will get its position and rotation. Alright, so easy shed 1, let's grab this position. We will grab this position. And the rotation is 0, 0, 0. Now for the second one, what we have to do is we have to go into here. Main farm placeables, main farm. I need to copy that. And we actually just need to rename it. Let's go Easy Shed 1A. So now we have to go to mod description. This becomes Easy Shed 1A. We will copy that. We will go to store items. This becomes Easy Shed 1A. And then under placeables, we will copy this line and we will paste it in. This becomes Easy Shed 1A. And at the end of the here, I'm just going to put an AAA. So we'll need to get its position and rotation. So let's copy this. And we will copy this. And then its rotation is 0 minus 90. 0, so minus 90. Alright, so both of these easy sheds will spawn into the game, and the silo will spawn into the game. Now that's all I want to put back here, and then we can finish landscaping and decorating this space, and then let you do what you want to do with it back here. Alright, let's go texture. I'm going to leave it round, and let's just pull up dirt. Let's go behind it as well. Something like that. And then we'll leave a little bit of room to drive in front of it. Now I do want to connect this kind of sort of to this road. So if you're coming back from this field, if you want to come in this way, you'll be able to. Now let's square this up. And then get this, and then let's do a little bit of a yard. Half tempted to let's go back to round a minute. Alright, so if we're coming in from, so we need to get over the bridge into this field. But if we're coming in down this way, we're going to want to get into that field. And then I'm thinking maybe we pull this around. Have a little bit larger yard if you want to, whatever you want to do with it in game. I'm thinking is what we do, we square this up a little bit. Alright, so let's come around here. Over this way. Alright. That will actually work. So let's grab, no, let's round this up a little bit too if you're going that way. And then this road coming in. Oh, I don't want to go that wide. Yeah, this road coming in. Let's just bring it this way a little bit further. Alright. So if you're coming in just to harvest those fields, you can go straight. If you're coming in to harvest this field, you can curve in this way. Alright, now let's come back over this way. Alright, so let's go foliage. I'm going to leave it round, meadow, harvest ready, limit texture to grass. So it'll only paint on the grass colored surface. And the wrong one. Foliage. No, not that big. Let me back that off. I was cleaning up foliage in some large areas. Alright. See, if we paint over the dirt, it's not going to accept the meadow. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll get grass back in this area. Alright, what is that? That's probably a single bush. I'll just leave it there. This will finish this back section of the map. I don't have all the fields in. I've got about probably like 95% of the fields in. A little bit larger now. Finish this section, we'll work our way back. I'll give you some meadow back here that you can cut as well if you want to buy this farmland. Oh, missed a little spot right there. You know what? A little bit of grass right there actually makes it look like there's some weeds growing up in the dirt. Alright. Alright, so we have grass in. Which tree do I want? Let's grab this one. And do a Control D for duplicate. I'm just going to toss it there for a moment. Well, okay, I was frozen there for a second. That's twice that's done that to me. Did it to me yesterday. I'm just going to put this tree in. Let's throw one by the bridge. I was thinking about bringing some of the other larger trees in, but I think I'm just going to go with this tree here. Just to line this with. Throw an extra one there. Let's throw one there. Yeah, we'll throw one here. Let's get it close to the water's edge, though. And we'll bring this around. Throw one there. All right. So now the grasses and the trees are in. Let's come down here and we'll go. Let's take off limit to grass. We're going to go water plants. And we'll bring these around. These look really cool in game. We'll take it up to the bridge. And then let's, I'm going to switch over to the cattails for this side. Come and clean them off the bridge in a second. Oh, we didn't get them on the bridge. Okay. We did on this side. We'll go that way. Now I do need to make one slight change back here. So let's go into height. And let's bring this up so there's a little bit of land underneath those trees. And then we'll grab a little bit of grass texture, throw it in there, and then we'll just fill it with cattails. You're not going to see it anyway. Alright, that fixes that. And we'll get our cattails down. Along here. And that should finish this back section of the map. I'm going to leave it a little open for you to cut grass back here. And that's going to finish this section of the map. Nice. So what we can do is let's close this, let's close that. This, all the XML work is done, we can delete. All the XML work is done. These will now spawn in as placeables, and we'll do a save. And the first save is the longest, so we shall let this go for a minute and let it do its thing. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing on this map. It's probably the hardest, longest, most time-consuming map that I've ever built. We've got a lot of work to do with placeables yet. Yeah, come on, spinning wheel of death. Any minute now. The first save takes a little bit longer, plus I made a height adjustment, so it's got to rebuild the weight file, the terrain height file. There we go. Alright, so this section back here I can call done, except for painting the farmland in, which we can't do until the rest of the fields are in. This square up here, this lake probably is not going to stay this large, but I'm going to do an island in the center for fishing and to make bait. We'll probably do that in the middle. I don't want to do this square yet. So basically what I have left is this square, this square, this square, and this square. This square back here is going to be fairly easy because I'm going to flatten this mountain out, rearrange it a little bit. We'll have some mining in the back. We'll have some factories across the front. And I'm going to leave a big open placeable area back here for you to build your own area to put all your factories down. So the square I do want to get next is this square here. You don't see it here because it spawned as a placeable, but this is the vehicle shop. Working gas station here, working sell point there. working animal dealer, and there's a police station and a fire station here, and it's also a sell point. So what I want to get over here is more city buildings along here. And I'm thinking this area here is perfect if I can get that farmer's market from the other map over here. So let's go into Richie's Mountain map. Let's open up that i3D. I should have filled my coffee cup before I sat down. It's almost empty. Oh, spinning wheel of death again. There we go. So I'm going to grab a couple things out of here, but the first thing I want to grab, we may have to make some terrain changes, but I want to grab, we should have downtown. Okay, what's downtown 1? Ooh, we may grab that as well, but I'm going to grab, for now, downtown 2. Now the fish may be different, but we'll do something different. So let's go File, Export Selection with Files. I'm going to put it in the Remove folder because we will not need to keep the i3D in the map files. And just to keep it consistent, I'm going to call it Downtown 2. And I'm going to leave this map open for a minute because there's probably going to be some more stuff we're going to pull out of it. Now I should have a buildings town. Yeah, so we'll put it in that one. So let's go File, Import. Let's go Downtown 2. I'm going to go Edit, Cut. I'm going to put it in here. And we're going to go Edit, Interactive Placement. I'm just going to pop it down right there for a minute. And I'm going to move this up by 1 because I'm going to leave that empty transform group in here for a minute. So we'll have, and I'm going to actually slide it. Because I need to leave water coming through here and I need to leave water coming through. So we're going to have to find something small for there. Let's go about here because we're going to get some parking in front of it. I need room for trees. I need room for parking. Let's push it back a little bit further. That'll work. What texture am I using? I don't think it's straight up concrete. All right, let's look at, so let's go texture, let's go square for a minute. It's one of the asphalts. Asphalt Cracks US. Yep, that'll work. Let me turn my speed back down a little bit. Alright, that'll work. So we do want to get this whole area underneath the building painted as well. But I'm not sure how far out this way. I want to bring the parking lot back. We will make a sell point behind it. So we're going to need at least a driveway. We'll see where that end's going to go in a minute. Now we will need to get around it. So let's come out this way. I'll give us room to drive behind it. We'll probably put a driveway going straight out. Let's go across there for now. Let's come out this way for now. Now I'm going to want to park. Okay, we're going to need room to drive behind it, so let's pull this side out. Now I didn't fix the water yet because I'm not sure where it's going to be. We're going to actually move it. Now I want room for parking lines. We'll see where the parking lines go. Let's leave a little bit more room there. We'll probably put a pedestrian spline in. And then we'll have a road coming out. So let's go. Make you smaller. All right, something about like so. You will come out here. And then we'll go something like that. We'll bring this one kind of back with this one. A little bit wider. And then I'll just square it up. Something like that. And then we'll get a cell point behind it. Now the other thing I want to do is I want to get rid of this extra. I'm not going to be able to find it. See if I can click on it. Nope. We're going to have to do it the hard way. Downtown 2. Are you... Yeah, there we go. I don't need any of this. Indoor area. I don't need tip collision, warning stripes. Yeah, selling station. I don't need any of that. So, you can come out. You can come out. You can come out. You can come out. And they'll need to stay. So that gets rid of what's that other decal? No, I'm going to leave it. Okay. We'll call that good. So because we'll put our own selling station back here. Now, I'm going to also need, well, before I make another driveway in, we're going to grab the flower circle. I'm going to duplicate it. We're going to bring it over here. But I'm going to get rid of the car on it. We're just going to have the flower circle. Kind of a center point for this area. Yeah, so let's get rid of the car. Yeah, and we'll get rid of that. So I just want the flower circle itself. Just for another focal point. Do I want to put... No, we'll do a walkway here and a walkway there. And then we'll have now parking lines. Let's duplicate that. See how big you guys are. Now we have to go 0.25, 0.02, just so they're up off the so they're not in the ground. So we just got to raise them up a little bit. So we'll get some parked cars over here. I'm going to want to pull, yeah, we'll make a driveway in. No, I got a better idea. But I think I'm going to pull this out a little bit further. Do I need it out a little bit further? Is there room to drive through here? There is. So let's do this. Let's pull. A little bit of a driveway over. And I gotta go back to grass. We'll go back to Asphalt Cracks US. Something like that. Now I'm going to take this guy and we'll sort of center it a little bit better. Alright. So that gets this building in. The parking lines are in. Let's get some parked cars in. So gameplay, splines, traffic splines, parked cars, Control D to duplicate, and blue faces the front of the car. And right about there. I'm just going Control D. It'll pull another car. And throw one here. And for the time being, I'm going to go Control D. I'm just going to move that there for a second. But this one, I'm going to spin around like it's backed into the spot. I'm about there. And we'll pull this one over. Throw a couple cars here. Now, let's grab the parking lines. Let me duplicate it, and we'll pull it out here. That'll work. And we'll grab part car, Control D. We will slide it back, spin it around. Minus 90 gets it square to the world. And about there. So we'll get a couple cars out back. And then just for some visual aid, let's grab that. Let's duplicate it again. We'll slide one over here. And let's just throw one car over here. Nobody likes this lot. All right, so that's going to be the main building. Let me do a quick save. Like I said, this whole water area is going to change, so I'm not too concerned with fixing it yet. I have an idea what I want to do with this square after we get a little bit more of the town buildings in. Now I am going to want to grab, do I use the tall ones or do I want the short ones? Let's grab one of the tall ones. So let's just bring that over. Which way do you shine? You shine kind of this way. So let's go minus 45. Let's put one. No, let's bring it forward. Let's go minus 90. We'll bring it square to the, let's put one here. Now I'm going to want to pull that parking line back a little bit. No, we'll just throw it here right next to the building. We'll blend it in. Let's bring one down. Tuck it in back here. Let's grab one. Go 0, 0, 0. Tuck one in over here. Let's give this area a little bit of light. And then we'll spin it this way. Square it up. Tuck one over here in the corner. And we'll grab one, kind of bring it over here. All right, so we got parking, we got lights, we got parked cars. We have our power pole coming through. Now let's go foliage, limit texture to grass. Let's go meadow. Harvest ready, and I'm going to actually square this up. Now I don't know where this water is going to go yet, so I'm not going to go all the way out to the water, but I just want to get a little bit of grass over in this area. Actually, no, let's erase that. Like I said, that area is going to change, but we can get a bit of meadow in here to start, and then we'll put trees in later. And then I'm not sure what we're going to have over there yet, but we'll define this border so we know that this area will be done. Now I did not underpaint this, so let's go texture and let's just change it to round. And we'll just do a little bit of underpainting here. All right. This way, when I put our grass on, I don't have to be neat, and then it'll go in the fountain. Now let's just do a line across here for now. Like I said, some of this one might change anyway, but so I really can't put the trees and stuff in yet until we figure out what we're doing with the rest of this square and the water. But that will define this area for the most part. Alright, so let's go deco foliage. Let's go to round. Let's just put in some flowers around here. They don't have to be exact, something like that. And then let's grab, let's go tall white weed. Let's just put a little patch, I don't know, kind of here, kind of here, kind of here, kind of here deal. All right. Just something like that to break it up a little bit. All right, then we'll put trees along the road. So let me close you, let me close you. Let's close you. Let's do another save. Now there's going to be a sell point out back. Now this is a farmer's market that you can actually walk through this building. So let's grab, well, let's go back to splines. Let's close the traffic one. Let's go to pedestrian. So spline 1 right now is over there. Let's start out back. All right. Now, this has user attributes that we have to put in. And I think I have it somewhere. Did I delete it? Nope. Pedal 1. Let's open this up in Notepad++. So it's going to give me the attributes I have to put in. Let's close the mountain map for a minute because I'm not going to pull anything else out of it yet. Alright, so we're at the back of the store. So let's go. Now, is this spline open or is this spline closed? Alright, hold on. I gotta take it down to like 1 speed for a second. I gotta see if the pedestrian spline stay open or if the pedestrian spline stays closed, and it looks like it's closed. All right. If not, it'll throw an error and we can come back in and fix it. All right, so we're going to go create a spline. Let's go edit, cut, pedestrian system, and paste. We have to move it up. We will call it spline 02. Now, user attributes. Let's grab density. It's a float. So we will add that in. We need group name, and it's a string. So we will add that in. And then we need width, and it's a float. So we will add that in. Density is how many people are on the spline, how thick it is. Let's start off with 0.4, and if there's too many people on it, we can thin it out a little bit. I think this is just called standard. Don't know what that stands for. And then the width, I think we're going to go with 2 instead of 1. So 2 people wide instead of 1 person wide. Edit interactive placement, and I'm going to drop it here for the time being. We're going to turn it this way. Not shape. There we go. Let's go. Just make it. Doesn't matter. Square to the world. Now, do I have space to walk all the way around here? I do. So, doesn't matter if we pull the end to the start or the start to the end. I'm just going to arrow over and see where it takes us. There we go. So we went to the end first. Note we went to start first. No, we went to the middle. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So insert every time you want to put a point in. But we're just going to get them walking over this way for a minute. And let me turn the speed down a little bit. All right. So let's get them walking around this corner. Let's come out a little bit. We'll have them go this way. And then they can go in. Let's bring them in this side entrance. We'll take them right inside of the building. All right, now once we're inside the building, let's have them go this way. So they'll walk through the building. And we'll bring them back out of the building. Now what I think I want to do is let's bring them let's go over this way first. So it looks like they're walking to and from their cars. And we'll have them do kind of a U-turn. And then we'll bring them along this side. And we'll kind of sort of have them come back. And we'll bring them inside. It's got one more point about there. So bring them back through the building. Kind of want to make it look like they're walking to and from their cars. And then let's go insert, and we'll go like over to this parking area here for a minute. We'll kind of sort of have them do the same thing, and then we can hook this up with the start. Just pull it back a little bit. I'm gonna hit insert again, and then I think it's O to close the loop. It is. So that'll be our pedestrian spline for here. Let's turn it back on a minute. Now, because I want to get the cell point off of the spline. So let's go, let's go into the folder for a second. So placeables, selling station generic. Which selling stations do I have in the map so far? If any. That's all the main farm. Okay, the hen house is going to come out. I thought I had at least one cell point in here so far. Maybe I didn't put it in yet. Placeables, icons, lime, fuel, mixing. So I usually list the cell point. Okay, we do have some selling station. Okay, we have the selling station vehicle, selling station generic. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, we have the animal trader and we have diesel. So I have no cell points in the map yet. Okay, I'm going to leave it that way for now. I'll put them all in at the same time. So I'll leave that one off. So when we go to put the cell point in, we'll turn the spline on so we know where it goes. All right, so pedestrian spline is, so pretty much this cell point is going to be in and ready to go. Let's do another quick save. Yes, we'll have a cell point here. We'll have a cell point over there. I'm going to go into the game and see if I have any, if I actually put them in, but I don't see any other selling points in the map yet, because they're all going to be under selling station generic, so they would light up green, other than the vehicles. So yeah, so I think we're good. I don't have any cell points in the map yet. So yeah, those are going to come out. That's why I have them up in the air. So let's put something in here, and I think I know I just closed it. Let's go back into the mountain map. Because I have another map open, it just takes a little bit longer. All right, let's come over this way. Where was this other downtown area? So downtown 1. Let's just click on one, see if it comes up. There it is. So downtown 1 are those 3 buildings. Now we could change that up a little bit, but it's going to give us, and once we get them into the other building, we can probably move them around a little bit. Now the problem with it is the exteriors are separate from the buildings, so we'll have to play with it once we get it in. But anyway, let's go File, Export Selection with Files. We're going to leave it in the Remove, and we'll just call it Downtown 1. And again, I'll just leave the map open. I will probably end up closing it again at some point. All right. So let's move you up. No? Move up. There you go. So I like to have that extra transform group in there in case I need it. File, Import. Downtown 1. Edit. Cut. Edit. Paste. We'll move you up. And it's going to put you kind of sort of there. We may end up deleting one of these buildings and just using 2 of them. Or I could put one on that side. Ooh, I kind of like that. And that, oh, crap, not what I wanted. And that'll spread these out a little bit. All right, now this is going to drive me nuts. All right, so building 10. I don't want to turn them because I'm going to have to fix each one separately, and then fix the interiors. So that one's going to be, if that building's going to be a little bit crooked, it's going to drive me nuts. But I think I'm going to leave it. All right, so you are building. All right, so you're building 17. I may change these up anyway. So let's go, since I got to move them, let's go 0. No, it's not going to square you up to the world. Okay, you were at 7. Let's leave it at 7. All right, we're going to have to move its interior. So you were building 15, building 16. Let's get you lined up. And then you're probably building 15. Get you lined up. To come back a little bit. Now leave you like you are. I know we got to fix the interior. Was it that one? No. Was it this one? It was this one. So that interior has to go with this building. Kind of like that, I think. As long as you can see it. All right, that'll work. So we have those 2 buildings. We have this building. Now, do I want them any closer to the road? I don't. That'll kind of sort of fill the gap in over here. All right, cool. All right, I can work with that. And we can shorten this island up a little bit. We won't need anything behind us. Let's go to texture. And we won't need much room behind it because this will not be a cell point. This is just to make it look like we have a little bit of a downtown. And then we'll put parking spots and stuff in front of it as well. Now this building's not square to the world, so I'm going to have to wing it here a little bit. So let me go back to round because it's easier to use sometimes. Just go something like this for now, and we'll fix the edges. Let's grab our parking lines. I'm just going to go Control D for duplicate, edit, interactive placement. I'm going to pop it here, but I'm bringing it above the ground a little bit, 25.02, just so they're not like in the ground. And we'll turn this. I think this building was at like 7. So let's go like minus 83, and it should square these parking lines up to the building. Maybe the engineer who designed this was on drugs that day, I don't know. Or the city planner, or whoever makes buildings these days. All right, we'll come back and finish that in a minute. So let's come over here. This one, when I put my grass down, there won't be any grass in the building. Oh, it's smaller. Oh, something like that. And then let's bring you out. You know what? Let's just do something a little bit different here with these. Let's just come all the way out to the road. It's not going to be a cell point or anything. And we'll do the same with this one. And we got some grass over here we need to get rid of. Alright, back to texture. Oh, we're going to have a telephone pole to deal with. That's alright. We'll put a little bit of grass around it. So let's go back to grass. Oh, not that much. That'll work. And then we'll just grab foliage. What are we on? Deco wheat tall. Oh, not what I wanted. This one. That'll work. Alright, throw some weeds around it. Now let's go. Let's grab you. Bring you over. let's just do that. Let's do it a little bit different. Let's give this one a little bit of a turn. Let's duplicate it. Bring it over this side. And then we'll give it a little bit of a turn in as well. All right. So we'll have, did I not put parking lines over there? I did not. All right. Pull your parking lines over, but we need to square them back up, so we can go minus 90. Nope, you are also a little crooked as well. That's all right. So let's close you for a minute. We'll close you for a minute. Let's go back up here. Let's go back to parked cars. Control D to duplicate, edit, interactive placement. Bam. All right. Let's get it facing the building. I'm actually going to stick one over here. Let's put one there. Let's put one there. Put one there. Let's get these turned a little bit more. Got one there. We'll throw a couple over here. Put it back a little further. And then let's throw it on the end. Spin it so it's facing out. Alright. So, parked cars. Now, we're going to open this water up a little bit here. Like I said, this whole water area over here is going to change, but I want to be able to finish this square up. So, let's go into height. Let's go into 20 because that's my water height. And this, like I said, we have a lot of work to do over here with water, but we can go ahead and push this back in a little bit. We won't need as much water here. I just want a little bit of ground behind it to put some trees in. We'll do a lot of work with the water once we get this front row done, our sort of like downtown area done. We'll do a bit more work over here. We'll have a lot of work to do to get this water area ready. So I'm going to make some pretty significant changes to it from how it's roughed in. Alright, we will smooth the edges down. Yeah, let me leave room for trees. I also want to get rid of foliage right here. That's going to change up a little bit. Alright. Now, let's close you for a minute. And since we made some text, some height changes, I want to do another save. Whenever we make a height change, it takes a little bit longer because it has to build a new weight map. Oh, these take the longest. I readjust myself in my chair. Give my hands a minute to unnumb from the mouse. Now, to me, this is the fun part of the build. I've been working on fields for 2 months. So I'm so tired of fields. All right, so we're going to take the water for a minute, and we're just going to make it invisible. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I'm going to go texture. We're going to go round. We're going to go dirt. Down here somewhere. I'm completely blind. Dirt. All right. There we go. Brings a little bit of dirt up on the bank. And once we formally do the water, it's all underpainted with dirt anyway. Just to make it easier when I do the PDA. All right, so let's take the water. We shall make it visible again. It just makes it a little bit easier. Now, foliage, meadow, harvest ready, limit texture to grass, and we will get our grass in. All right, now let's grab you. Kind of put one here. Nice big tall tree. Let's grab one. Throw it here. Just a little bit smaller. Let's grab one of you. Ooh, I like that. So let me do this. Let's go Control B. So it's free floating. Let's just put a couple there. Let's put one here. Throw a few of those in here. And then give me one of the pines. Duplicate that. And I'll go Control B so it's free floating. We'll just throw a couple of these in as well. Now we go foliage, water plant, take off the limit texture to grass. I'm going to grab the taller cattails, and then we'll just take care of the water's edge. Oh, we've got a telephone pole that's kind of sort of in the water. Nah, it's all right. It'll be fine. All right, so that section. Let's do this. Just so we can get some of these transform groups closed. All right, let's do another save. So this section of the map, little section, tiny sliver is done. Now, I'm going to do the same thing. Do I want to turn this? I do. And how we're going to tear this one apart. What buildings are you? And we're going to move them again. So it's going to be 15, 16, and 17. We're going to have to move again. You're at 0, you're at 0, you're at 0. So, if I turn you this way, let's go minus 45. And I'm just going to slide you out of the way. Let's take the middle building. Minus 45. Kind of sort of get you in first. And then we'll take this building. You also, yep, minus 45. And we'll have to come back and fix its interior. Don't know why Giants did this with these stupid open buildings. Or you can't pull just like one building out of the map. You got to pull the whole thing out of the map. Drives me nuts. Alright, so that's building 17 needs to come back. And now we got to fix the storefront. Don't know why Giants started making these fake looking storefronts, but minus 45. I guess it's better than putting a whole interior in the building. Kind of like that. All right. So this will be building number 2 out of 4 for the circle. Now, do I want to back further? I think I do. I know, here we go again. Building 16 is the center. Yeah, it's too close to the roads. Let's pull you back to there. I do this all the time. I'll do something and I'll look at it. I'm going, nah, it's got to move. you're going to go there. Building 17 comes back, and then the fake front interior has got to come back inside the building as well. All right. Yeah, that looks much better. All right. So texture, round, asphalt. Again, we'll have some parking lines out front. Don't need really much out back. Let me back that off. I don't want it as wide right there. All right, just to get some concrete under the building. All right. Now, thinking, do we take this right to the circle? No, I want to leave. Let's come out this way for now. Kind of sort of shape it to the circle. We'll do about how wide? About that wide. So let's do a road. We're gonna have some parking lines in there. So let's just come out this way. Going in. And then about that width. Let's just come out this way. All right, cool. So now let's go into our parking lines. Let's go Control D to duplicate. We'll slide it over this way. Crap, not what I wanted, damn it. Where's my parking line? Clicked off of it in error. All right, there we go. Minus 45. And pull it back. Nope, this building is just not square to the world for some reason. Alright, let's close you. Come back up here. Parked cars. Control D. And then blue is facing in. Let's go 1, 2. Let's put 3 there. Kind of sort of put, let's go 1 there. And then let's just spin it around. And we'll throw 2 there. Let's grab our street light. duplicate that. Oh, there's a sign right there. All right, let's pull you down this way then. We'll put you in here. And then we'll put another one. Just throw another one over like here. Well, let's throw this one on the end. And we'll turn this one in a little bit. All right, that'll work. So buildings and parking's in. Now, well, because, oh, stop. What the heck did I just do? I have no idea what I just did. How do I get out of that? First person mode. Whew. Okay. Whew, I don't have no idea how I did that. Let's close splines. Let's close the road system. Let's close floodlights. What I was trying to do is get all this crap closed. All right. Whew, I didn't mess anything up. All right, let's do a save. All right. Now I'm going to do another save just in case. All right. Now, I got to find two buildings before I finish this area, because I'm going to change this water up. I want to find a building for here and a building for here. So let's go back into this map. Now I kind of want to sort of these to be sell points. We already have the gas station in. Apartment buildings. How big are they? Too big for what I want to do. All right, let's go back in here for a minute. All right, let's go. I know I have some storefronts along the lower mountains somewhere. Over here. Ooh, okay, so let's grab the church. I'm going to go File, Export Selection with Files. I'm going to put it into Remove. Let's call it the Sanctuary. We'll save that. And then let's grab the general store. File, Export. Let's grab the general store. And then do I want the bank? File, Export, bank. And is there anything else I'm going to want out of this building? While I'm here, I want to grab the apartments because I want to put them in the map somewhere. Where are they? Over here. So at some point I want to get these into the building, into the map. So I'm going to go File, Export Selection with Files. Let's go apartment buildings. All right, let's close this map so I don't accidentally make any changes to it. All right. So let's go File, Import. What was that? I thought it was supermarket, general store. Edit, cut, buildings, edit, paste. I'm going to move it up. All right. Now I'm going to slide it over this way, I think a little bit. I want to leave room for a cell point behind it, but I can pull the water out a little bit. I can pull this land out a little bit further because this whole square is going to change, and we'll move whatever that is. It's the sign. Okay, do I have it backwards? I have it backwards. I definitely have it backwards. All right, let's go this way. Let's try that again. Let's go 45. That's better. All right, well, we can move the sign. Now, let's pull it up a little bit further because I want to leave room for cell point behind it. And again, I'll move that sign. Let's put you about there. And let's go File, Import. I'm going to grab the bank. Edit, cut, edit, paste. Let's move you up. And I want to bring the bank building in with it. And again, we can move all this other stuff around. I actually like it at a 45, I think. Well, at this point, 55, but we don't need to get, well, we can. We can drive around the back of the bank. What are you? You're extra parking lines now. Can I? Concrete stoppers. Is there another? Yeah, there is. So this batch of 3 I'm just going to delete because that's going to allow me to pull this whole bank over this way a little bit further and get a little bit closer to the road. So I want to be able to drive around it. So we're going to put a cell point back here, and I don't know if I'll have a bank cell point yet. Put you about there. Now let's grab your sign. Well, I'm not going to move the sign yet because I'm not sure where the road in and out is going to be. So we got that sign to fix and this sign to fix. This guy, I think I want to up a little bit further. And let's just get you turned. I think something like that. So next up, parking lines. Nope, not yet. Let's go texture, asphalt US, asphalt dark US, asphalt cracks US. All right. We'll figure out where this all is going to go here in a second. I just want to get the building itself underpainted. Yeah, not all the fields are in. This is like the fun part of the build. All right, so we will have a road coming out. It needs to be about that wide. Now there's a pole here, which makes things a little bit more difficult. So let's bring it in this way. So we'll have a road, I don't like too big. We'll have a road coming out this way. Coming back in. about half the size of the road. All right, then we'll bring it around here. We'll come out there. Let's just do a walkway along here. All right. We could probably throw a couple parked cars right here. Wrong one. Crap. There we go. So we'll do a couple parked cars in here. And then be able to get through that drive-through. Now, let's start this. And then we'll figure out where it's going to go. Now, looks like we have some parking out front. So let's bring you around. Now we're also going to need a road out back. I'm going to pull this ground out a little bit further for now. Like I said, this is all going to change on this side as well. So let's go height, let's go 25. And temporarily, because it's going to change, but I'm not sure how much it's going to change. Let's bring just some extra land in here. Something like that. It gives me some extra room to play with. Now, we know we're going to have a road coming in on this side. And it's going to come around to a cell point on the back of the building. Now, we're going to also need some parked cars on the front of the building. But I'm thinking we bring them in over here. So let's do like a corner, little opening. Let's go back to grass for a minute. And we'll pull this over. Yeah, something like that. Alright, so you're going to go back in. We'll have so what we'll probably do is let's connect these. And then I'm thinking I think that's pretty much what I want to do with it. So now bank sign. Bank post. All right, let's get you. Do I want to square it up? I do. Kind of there. And then the store sign. Props, yeah. Sign. How do you look? Yeah. Oh, that's the small sign. We got the big sign. You know, let's put the smaller sign back here. So we got a back entrance to the general store. And we'll have a front entrance to the general store. Where's the other sign? Larger one. All right. Let's turn you. Kind of there. All right. Now let's clean some of this up back here. So let's close you. Let's close you. All right, let's go back to grass for a minute. And let's push this in a little bit. All right, so that gives us sell point out back. So we'll have parking spots out front. I won't need any parking spots out back, but we'll have a sell point out back. I'm going to want some kind of a pedestrian spline over here. I think. So let's go back to asphalt. Yeah, because I think I want. Let's bring just a small little walkway. Can I go even smaller? Yeah, let's bring some kind of just a little walkway over this way. Yeah, it gives me something to put people on. So, oh my god, we're 2 hours in. Let me give it a save. Quick sip of coffee. Take a little bit longer because I made some terrain height adjustments back there. I'm hoping I don't have the bank in the map already. It's been a couple months since I built the other part of the city area where the animal dealer and vehicle shop and all that is. Still have no clue what I want to do with collectibles in this map yet. Alright, now let's close the water planes. Close the buildings for a minute. Let's go to gameplay. Splines. Let's close traffic. Let's go create a spline. Edit, cut, pedestrians. I'm going to move it up. We're going to call it spline 03. And we have to get the user attributes in it. So we're going to grab this one. And the first one is a float. We're going to grab this one. Next one is a string. And then we're going to grab width. And then it's another float. I'm going to go 0.2 on the density. And then we're going to go width only 1 person wide. Now, I want to leave room for parked cars. I'm thinking kind of sort of here. So we'll have parked cars along here, we'll have some parked cars along here, we'll have some parked cars along here. Let's pull you out a little bit further. Alright, let me go arrow over, there we go, over to there. And then where's my speed? That's fine. So let's bring you kind of sort of over this way. Damn it. I hate when that happens. Accidentally click off of it. And then I want to get them coming back this way. Nope, not what I wanted, damn it. I hit delete instead of insert. Bring you along here. Let's bring you over this way. We'll have kind of sort of have parked cars over here. Did I put a point in there? I did not. Alright, wait, there is one now. We're going to have parked cars over this way. I kind of sort of want to take them over here, though. May only put like, well, let's bring them out this way a little bit further. Give me room for cars. And we'll come back this way. And we'll kind of pull you over this way. Oh, I clicked off of it again. Damn it! got to get it to the last point. Oh, I hit delete instead of insert. Let's get my fingers on the right buttons. Alright, and then I can go letter O to close the loop. Alright, so that's going to be a pedestrian spline here. I'm going to leave those lit up from, well, I'm going to leave it, I can't leave it lit up because I got to put parked cars in here. Alright, so I'll just skip the first one. So let's come up here. Let's come over here. Let's come over here. Control D. So let's put one car here. We'll throw one next to it. Oh crap, hang on. There's one there, there's one here, yeah, okay. Now I'm going to duplicate that again. Let's put one by the drive up. Right, is there a teller on this side? No, it's on this side. So they're going to need to face the other way. Alright. So let's spin you around. Kind of put one there. Alright, now let's get a few along the front. And then I will, now where are my pedestrian splines? Alright, we're good. I can put some, these spaces are all up for grabs. And now I'm actually going to put one over here, but we're going to go, it's like this crazy old person didn't know how to drive, so we're just going to put like one car sideways over here. Alright, so pedestrian sign is in, pedestrian splines in, parked cars are in. Let's grab, let's close you. Close you, let's close you, let's close you. Crap, what were they under? I'm just going to have to click on one. Floodlights. Let's grab one, get your face in the back. So let's spin you around. Let's throw one there. Let's bring one. I want it. You know what? Let's do this. Let's get one facing the bank. And then we'll get another one facing, like this cell point's going to be about here-ish. So let's just bring another one over here. Beautiful. Now, let me go to height. Let's go down to 20. Let's bring this, back that up. Let's bring this opening back on this side. This way, because I want to smooth this side out. Oh, let's get off of that light. Now all the water on this side is going to change, but I want to get this part decorated or landscaped. So let me turn the water invisible for a minute. Yeah, see, this has to change over here. So let's go back to height. And we're on 20. Yeah, so I just want to bring this over. I got a lot of work over here to fix this lake. But we'll get to it when we get to that square. We're not working on this square kind of yet. But we'll take care of that real quick. All right. Smooth that a little bit further. All right, beautiful. So, texture, round, dirt. Let's get our dirt along here. And we'll fix this lake another day. That'll be a problem for another day. I wanted to get a lot of this downtown area done today. All right, beautiful. Take the water, make it visible. We have a little bit of dirt. Now, since I made a terrain height change, let's do another save, and it's going to take a hot minute. So we'll have the spinning wheel of death for a couple seconds. Oh, I'm going to give it about another, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. I'll probably finish this little square here, and I'll get out of this episode so I can get it edited, rendered, uploaded. We need a theme song from Final Jeopardy playing as we wait for that spinning wheel of death to get done. Foliage. Limit texture to grass. Meadow. Harvest ready. I'll come back to that section. I just want to get the back side done for now. I guess we can fill this in. All right. So we're going to make some major changes to this square with the water. Alright, let me grab, I like this little tree to start with. So let's slide that one over to here. Oh, it fits in there perfectly. And then I think I'm going to pull a different pine tree over. Let me come over here. Alright, so let me close this group for a minute. And I've got a whole bunch of different trees going. I want to grab, let me duplicate this one. And that's a vary 1. Okay, I want to vary 2. Edit interactive placement. Bam. Okay. So let's take this one because it's a little bit smaller. I'm going to put one here. Let's just do like a couple close together, and let's put one there. Now I want to take this one. Yeah. And I'm going to go Control B so it's free floating. We're going to put this one along here. And then we'll grab our, let's close the trees for a minute. We'll come back to them. But it gets it out of my face. We're going to go water plants. I'm going to grab this guy. And we'll get, oh, there's no bridge over here yet. Crap. Alright, we got to get a bridge over here. Let's come up here. We didn't decorate this square yet either, but because I'm going to move the water around. Alright, I'm going to duplicate that, and we're going to slide it over. And I'm going to make them a little bit shorter, so let's go 0.2. That'll work. Let's go 0.18. Yeah, leave it a little bit shorter. All right. That'll work. Now let's go back to our water plants. So we can get some along that bridge. Alright, so that's going to take care of the back side. Now, I want to experiment with something, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make it work. Building. Flower circle. I'm just going to duplicate this for a minute. I may end up deleting this back out. I just want to try something. I want to see what all is in this. So I can't make it. It's not individual pieces. I was hoping it was individual pieces. All right, let me try something. Nope. All right, hold on. Can I bring it down? Ooh, I can. Now it's good. Oh, it's going to leave me weak. That's all right. I can deal with that. Let's turn you. Let's turn you this way. Let's bring you out this way. Click it off of it for a second. Alright, so let's go height round. Alright, it might be too deep. Oh no, I can still, no, that's actually gonna work out really, really well. All right. Let's go texture. Let's go back to asphalt. All right, so now I have to find I need my water feature. Water planes. Did I put it under water planes? I did not. Flower circle, general store, bank, vehicle shop, trees, animal trader, bridges, parking lines, power poles. Oh man, where is it? Map boundaries, map ends, NPCs. Is it under road system? It should not be under road system. Downtown. That's all new. Vehicle shop, trees, bridges, parking lines, lights. Where's my particle effects? What transform group is that under? Can I click on it? No. It's not going to let me click on it either. All right, where's my particle effect? All right, it's not under water. Map boundaries, map ends, NPC splines. Should not be under road system. Town. Flower circle. Downtown general store. They're all new. So it's not under buildings. It's not under vehicle shop. It's not under trees. It's not under animal trader. It's not under bridges. It's not under parking lot. It's not under power poles. Where's my particle effect? Maybe it is under here. Hold on. Let's turn that on a minute. That one should not have one. It doesn't. And this other one should not have one because you can't duplicate them. you have to put them in separately. And then this one does not have any particle effects. It's just a standalone. So where are my particle effects at? Is it under, let's turn it off a second. It has to be in here somewhere. Okay, it's in with the car. All right, so I gotta, let me go back here and fix this one. Okay, I deleted the car so it's not there. This one has the car, but the particle effects won't work because they have to come in separately. So I need to delete these. All right, now I know where it is. They should be in my remove folder. Which one is which? All right, the vapor's on the bottom. All right, so I should have these in my remove folder. File, import, remove. I don't. Well, they should be in this folder. They're not, so we'll have to do this the hard way. So, file, export. This is the vapor. So let's save that. And then this is the emitter. May have deleted them already. Let's save that. Because unless you can't duplicate them, they don't work. You have to import them separately. So file, import. Let's grab the emitter. Edit, cut. Edit, paste. All right, beautiful. Now let's turn it on so I can see what it's doing. Because I sort of want it coming out of the car. Might be a little too low. Let's pull it up. Yeah, and let's tilt it down a little bit further. And then let's go file, import. I want the vapor. Edit, cut, and paste. Why are you not working? There you go. You are working. I just got to get you in place now. All right. Oh, hang on. Which way is your vapor going, though? Let's turn you, I guess, this way. It just gives it that little extra splash at the bottom. That'll work. So now let's take our foliage, meadow, harvest ready, limit texture to grass. I'll finish this area up and then get out of here. Grab some lunch, take a break, get this uploaded, and then I'll come back and I'm going to record another episode. I'm going to take our foliage. Let's turn off limit texture to grass. Let's go water plants. Give me the small. The small doesn't have the flowers on it. All right, let's back that out. Let's try the medium. There we go. All right. Now let's grab you. Let's throw one there. Let's grab one there. And then I want, let's grab the smaller one. I don't want it to take away from what we've got going on. I'm gonna go Control B so it's free floating. I'm gonna stick one there. Let's put one here. And let's go like 1, 2, like 3 right there. I'm going to call that area done, I think. Let's do this. Let's close you. Let's close you. Let's close you. Let's do a save. Oh, I made some height adjustments, so it's going to take a minute. Oh, come on, any second now. Go to my son's for dinner tonight. We're going to do Five Guys burgers and fries. Play with the grandkids. All right, let's minimize this. Let's minimize that. Let's go into the game. Oh, what are you getting? I don't want an update. It's gonna break shit. All right, career. I don't have a picture yet. I'm going to turn this on so I can see any warnings or errors that load. I'm going to load all my mods. This way I know if there's any conflicts with the map. Now this map takes a little bit to load all the shaders, so you're going to think, oh, it's stuck at 100% and won't load. Just be patient, because it will load. It just takes a few extra seconds. It's going to load a lot of shaders. Yeah, so don't be impatient at this point, because it will take a minute to load. There you go. Let's get rid of that. And I'm just going to slow time down. Hello there, puppy. All right, I'm going to go into flight mode. And we're going to look at our downtown area we just built. All right, so there's the traffic circle. Now there should be people, unless this spline is broken. I don't see anybody walking on this. Oh, there is. Okay, beautiful. And it's only has a few people. That's what I want. I don't want it really crowded. So we have a few people walking around over here. Beautiful. Parked cars look good. The car's facing the wrong way on the ATM. It's actually got the passenger, not the driver. So I'm going to have to flip that car around. Alright, so everything looks good there. You're not finished yet. We still have landscaping to do. So you look pretty good. Now we have landscaping to do, but my pedestrian spline, this is a pretty busy area. So I want like a lot of people over on this area. Yeah, okay, beautiful. So we'll get our, oh, this stupid square is still here. All right, I'll have to figure out how to get rid of that. And we have our pedestrians walking through the farmer's market. Beautiful. And this area, since I'm changing the water, I can't finish the landscaping there yet. And I can't finish the landscaping here yet. So next square I'm going to do is this square here. And then we're going to finish this whole area. Because I know what I want to do with this square. So the downtown part of the map is actually starting to take shape. Vehicle shop, animal dealer, should be police station and hospital, I think. Yeah. So, oh yeah, there's no sell point here, so that needs a sell point yet as well. Those floating trees will go away. And let's go back and see if everything back here spawned in. I have this area to finish, but I know what I want to do here. And then coming back this way, and then coming in this way. Yeah, so we have the farm silo. Oh, it's the wrong silo. Damn it. Okay, I gotta go in and fix that. You're the wrong silo. Let's go fix this. Wrong silo back there. Oh, did I mess my home silo up? I might have. I may have messed up my home farm silo. All right. Before we jump back in here, where's the home farm? Let's go back here for a minute. Let's go back here for a minute. File import. It was map placeables main farm. There was silo and silo 2. I think I just messed up. No, grain silo should be the one for the house. This should be the large one. Hang on, I didn't want to do that. Let me delete that. All right, let me go like this. Placeables, main farm. Grain silo should be the large one. Farm silo should be the small one. Yeah, so farm silo is the small one. Grain silo should be the larger one. Why do I, the grain silo? This should be the larger one. And it is. Okay. Now, farm silo is reading grain silo. Farm silo 2 is reading farm silo. Placeables, main farm. All right, farm silo. That's why I forgot to put the 2 in there. Farm silo 2 is reading farm silo. So you just need to be farm silo 2. Secondary farm. Farm silo 2. Let's see if that fixes it. This is why I check every time I do a new section, because I've made plenty of mistakes in the past. Well, I'll be Bob Ross for a minute. We don't make mistakes. We have happy little accidents, but our happy little accident we couldn't keep. All right, let's go jump back in here. New game. Since it loaded error-free last time, well, let me just double check. Make sure it's going to load error-free this time. So I may have farm silo and farm silo 2 XMLs messed up in the store folder and in the map folder. All right, so nothing turned red. Select the shaders, load. I should probably delete my shader cache. It'll probably load a little bit quicker. Turn the time down. Let's just make sure I'm go back into flight mode and just make sure to mess up. The home farm should be the large silo. It is. And then the secondary farm should be the small silo. Oh, and it's not loading. Why is it not loading? It didn't throw any errors. There it is. Not defined in store items. Okay, so I thought I messed that up. Let's fix it. Ugh. So we should have farm silo and farm silo 2. Mod description. Farm silo not 022. No, it is 02. Farm silo 02. Okay, it's wrong over here. Placeables. It is farm silo 02. And then let me just double check. Store items, it is farm silo 02. So now I have 02 everywhere it needs to be. Let's see if we can get the right damn silo to open. Come on. There we go. Yeah, the map thumbnail gets done last. The PDA map gets done last. I'm nowhere near ready to even start the map PDA yet. Yeah, I'm gonna, between episodes while this is editing and rendering, I'm going to delete my shader cache. See if this will load any quicker. Alright, let's try this again. Flight mode. Alright. So main farm has the large silo. Beautiful. And then all the buildings and animals and all that happy jazz. And then we come out of the farm and we head, it's not north, I think it's west, it is. Head back to the edge of the map. Come all the way back here because this is the only way to get into of all these fields back here. It's the only way to get into this field. Right there, and it does have the correct silo now. It's the only way to get into this field because they're surrounded by water. It's the only way to get into this field. It's the only way to get into this field, and it's the only way to get into this field, and it's the only way to get into this field because they're all surrounded by water. So you're going to spend a lot of time back here. So I wanted to put a nice little staging area right here where you can put make it like a secondary farm. But I'm going to call it here. I'm Old Man 102. Please smash that like and subscribe on your way out and have an awesome day.